Here we are. Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We need to split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt that witch Magda. Kane's death will not go unanswered. Guard, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
It seems fate has brought us together. I hunt Magda. Do you know where she is?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way, through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial Guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I head to Alcarnus to take care of Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
I've dug up...
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts. I like the shiny ones the best.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They're welcome to try. I have come here to kill them, and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you. There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. And they will lead you to your death.
I've dealt with these cultists before. Their traps are easily spotted, but my thanks for the warning.
Different than anyone we have seen. Her skin is as soft and smooth as polished iron.
Why are you two whispering over there?
No reason.
The Lakuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Chaldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if caught.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
Are you certain? The road seems impassable.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones. I've missed killing these
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I'm no stranger to magic myself, and yours is pretty unusual. What are you really doing out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind! Protect the people! Iron Wolf! If not for you,
The Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Should I expect more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there. There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
I didn't think I could get any better.
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge...
I owe you my life. Bless you.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a Thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Treasure!
Feel.
I like to think the world is safer now.
go down easily.
Warming up. Why do you fight so much with Lyndon?
Our motivations are complete contradictions of one another. I am driven by honor and the good of others. He is driven by greed and a calling that comes from below his waist.
They could see me now. If only they could see me now.
crazed with starvation from 3 days with no food, but that is no excuse for what we have done. Day 7. I cannot face what I have become. Day 10. I hunger, but I am patient. Someone will come for me, and then I will feed again.
This will help.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Your defenses are nothing!
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is
Need more time.
That ought to dispel the coven.
It is with...
I'd lost all.
Bless you.
Akarat bless you.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
The Lords of Hell, Belial and Asmodan, are plotting an invasion. I will cause them to suffer greatly.
So cute. You must be the one who is meant to find here. I think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
You're serious, aren't you? I read about a stasis spell like that once, but I've never tried it. Come with me. It would be nice to have another mage along. Now to find the Kasim outpost.
A glorious development.
The rockworm may very well be the ugliest creature ever to blight the world with its presence. Bereft of any features aside from its massive jaws, the rockworm appears to be a giant invertebrate. I should like to study it further, but its burrowing tendencies make it extraordinarily difficult to track.
Worthy foe.
What sort of emperor allows his people to fall into such suffering?
I sense things are not quite as they seem in Chaldeum.
Indeed. We are facing the Lord of Lies, after all.
Unstoppable.
got some new things. You should take a look.
How does it feel to be back in Chaldeum?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal. There's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
Have things changed much in Chaldeum since you've been gone?
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Chaldeum feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
How long did it take you to get here?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me. Only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried.
Do you have any other family, Lyndon?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he a thief as well, then?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
So what was this place like during your time?
Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Viserai ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
The Viserai mage clans, you mean? I suppose they are pretty ancient.
They were a great deal more vicious in my age. It pleases me to see that their influence has waned now.